I don't understand.
Let's do this.
Let's try.
Thinking Aloud for the Her podcast. Welcome to my mind.
Hi everyone, welcome to the podcast. My name is Sinjini and I will be discussing how AI is enabling innovation in brand marketing as well as the future possibilities and consequences of using AI in the sphere of design innovation and brand management. Guys, before we go any further, I just want to put it out there that AI is extremely bad for the environment. Like extremely. And we should be mindful in the consumption of this technology. According to a report on planetary well-being and human health called Navigating New Horizons by United Nations Environment Programme and International Science Council, it says that while AI is an asset in social growth and economic process, AI's increased requirement for vital minerals and limited resources such as water and energy is significant. Resource management, e-waste recycling, and renewable energy data centers remains a collective responsibility towards Earth's well-being. And we should be careful about pollution from demolished AI infrastructure and know answers to questions such as what happens to AI e-waste and how is it disposed? Is it safe for coming generations? Are the radiations affecting marine life or lives of animal and human in the area around these data centers? Is deforestation or global warming a result of increased use of AI? For our next part, we are going to ask AI if he's aware of its own limitations. Let's see what AI has to say. Hi AI, what limitations do you have?
I have several limitations as a large language model. Lack of real-world experience. I haven't lived in the real world and don't have personal experiences like humans do. I can process and understand information about the world, but I can't interact with it directly in the same way. This means I can't truly understand certain concepts that are grounded in physical experience. Dependence on data. My knowledge is based on the massive data set I was trained on. If that data contains biases, inaccuracies, or is incomplete, my responses may reflect those flaws. I don't have my own opinions or beliefs, and I can't verify the truth of the information I process. Inability to understand nuance and context perfectly. While I'm getting better at understanding context, I can still misinterpret subtle cues, sarcasm, humor, or complex emotional states. My understanding is based on patterns in the data, not genuine comprehension of human emotion or social dynamics. Limited creativity and common sense. I can generate creative text formats, but my creativity is based on recombination and modification of existing patterns. I don't possess genuine imagination or the ability to think outside the box in the way humans can. My common sense is also limited. I may make logical errors or fail to understand everyday situations that a human would grasp easily. Difficulty with complex reasoning and problem solving. While I can perform some reasoning tasks, my abilities in this area are limited. I struggle with complex multi-step problems that require deep understanding and real-world knowledge. I'm not good at open-ended problem solving that requires creative thinking and adapting to novel situations. Inability to have consciousness or sentience. I am a machine. I do not have consciousness, feelings, or self-awareness. My responses are based on algorithms and statistical probabilities, not genuine understanding or intentionality. Potential for misuse. Like any powerful technology, I can be misused for malicious purposes, such as generating misinformation, spam, or hate speech. It's important to use me responsibly and ethically. Lack of continuous learning in the real world. My training is a snapshot in time. I don't continuously learn from real-world interactions like humans do. My knowledge can become outdated, and I'm not capable of adapting to rapidly changing circumstances in the same way a human can. It's important to remember that I am a tool, and my capabilities and limitations should be kept in mind when using me. I am constantly being developed and improved, but these limitations are fundamental to my current nature as a large language model.
Thank you so much, AI. That was extremely useful, and I couldn't have done it better than you have. So, as promised, the human guest that we have for this section is Rohan Warrior, a software developer at Mastech working on an AI hackathon but also has a keen interest in brand advertisement. Hi Rohan, how are you today?
Hey Sinjini.
What is an AI hackathon?
Okay, so an AI hackathon is basically a collaborative event where you get into teams, okay, and you work together to solve a problem using AI.
Okay.
So the AI hackathon I'm involved in right now. So my project is a government project. I can't go too much into it, but what I can say is there are case working applications, and there's a lot of data they have to fill on these applications. And not all the data can be validated due to technical restraints or due to certain exceptions. However, a lot of it can be pre-populated. And what issue we're trying to solve here is that there's a lot of bugs that come our way and eat up our time due to incorrect case working. So this solution should, our solution basically uses predictive AI, generative AI, to come up with the likely data to be filled on certain screens or part of the case working application.
All right. That sounds very interesting, although I have no counter questions for you because I don't understand what you're doing. But I do want to discuss the new AI design Adidas advertisement Runway by Blair Vermetti, who is an AI filmmaker and director. You had an interesting post about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really brilliant what they've achieved. They've used tools such as Floral machine learning and Mid-Journey to bring this ad to life. I had to go over and over this ad to see if there are actually no humans or green screen that they used. Because it does look like a green screen, really.
Yeah,
You know?
true.
The way they've shown Japan, like, trust me, my next trip is going to be Japan. And yes, like, I realized how I'm missing out on Adidas products now as well. I don't normally buy from them, but
Me
yeah.
too.
So yeah, if Adidas follow through and starts making such products, then it's going to give Nike, New Balance, and these other shoe brands and clothes brands, a run for their money for sure. Blair Vernet is no designer, and if he can design such brilliant shoes, then AI surely gives me the power to design my own clothes at the very least. Imagine the threaded poses for post-production people, such as graphic designers, editors, and even videographers and photographers.
You're right, but I feel that creators do have to upskill, but at the same time it is reducing the effort, time, and investment something like this requires. I feel that it can't take away what human touch offers to adverts. I mean, AI still has to do a lot of work in removing biases. It is still using Western world data and generalizing everything. They can definitely use generative AI to create new concepts to work on or design custom products without actual money being involved, don't you think?
Sure, and also that music video is by Megan Thee Stallion, at least she's human. I'm sure they have made edits as well, but AI is pushing the boundaries of human innovation for sure. Generative AI is something I'm exploring recently, and it's surely changing the way we understand work. It's using all kinds of stuff from image generation, video synthesis, language generation to music composition. I mean, have you heard the Frank Sinatra singing Smells Like Teen Spirits? It's hilarious, but at the same time, imagine if AI can synthesize the voice of such a legend and create songs, then who's going to listen to upcoming singers?
True that, but I feel like we should not forget that it's technically a human making AI do such stuff. It doesn't function on its own. I do agree that the AI landscape is changing dramatically. ChatGPT reached 1 million users in 1 week. Even the most successful social media channels have not been able to achieve that or hold such a record. Instagram took a whole month to reach the same number of users.
Exactly. And industries such as film, gaming, marketing, and even the architectural sector are excessively using generative AI to create prototypes and 3D models. It's a paradigm shift in sectors of creativity and production. Marketing, basically.
Yes, you are right about that. I recently did a LinkedIn course on AI where they are saying that with the evolution of AI, from the society of consumers, we will be becoming a society of creators. Just like you wanted to design your own clothes, I can design my own cars. I mean, who knows?
That's not happening anytime soon, for sure. I mean, we're not quite there yet. One thing I cannot mimic, and that is emotional intelligence. I would say it's a good time to start expanding and investing in our human conscience and get to know our unique talents and sharpen them. Another thing I like to add is that right now we solely can't trust AI because behind the scenes it's all probability, okay? But, we still need people with the right skills and right knowledge to not only verify it's correct, but also to fix the output of what AI produces in case it's wrong. We still need people that can understand how to do that. So I'd like to mention that AI is just not going to simply replace things. We still need people with those skills.
Wise words have been said by you, and I completely agree. But do you think as humans we are easily threatened by anything that's better, bigger, or more powerful than us?
Of course, we have the biggest inferiority complex, and that's why we're ahead of every other species around us. So I would not say that's total waste being threatened. It has led us to achieve wonderful things. And also, I think it's good that we do question, new technologies and the consequences of them. As in the past, we may not have done that, and we've seen consequences from that. For example, with social media and the various issues that came that no one really foresaw at the time.
Yeah. I would like to end our wonderful session with a beautiful message that AI is created by humans and it is just created to make our lives easier, like any other software tools that we use. But we do have to be up to date as we keep updating our gadgets because it is evolving drastically, and I can't deny that. It can only change things for us if we do not know how to use it as a tool. Otherwise, I think it is a wonderful tool to assist us and save time in creating what we want to create. Just keep in mind the environmental damages and AI's limitations that it has listed down itself for us. And I almost forgot, don't forget to follow us, like us, and subscribe to us on our YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify. Have a nice day.